Hello everyone that likes surfing, yellow station wagons, and wooden car toys. So here we have a CandyLab called Surfman. And I looked up, yellow station wagons, and they definitely, in particular this one's very angular looking. This is from Australia. I don't know what it is though. It looks like a Ford from Australia. Anyhow. Alright, so this is an older release, I believe. We don't cook our food. Yeah, even Australian speak here. That's just total look. I just pulled up, you looked up yellow station wagon, but I'm pretty sure that was inspiration for this. This meets child safety standards for 2008, and this is originally from 2018, I think. So, at least when it was originally released, I guess. I don't know how many years they sold these things. If you know, please leave a comment. Oh boy, my X-Acto just cut through that. It's not good. I believe this is new, just based off this heat shrink, but any shipping department can do that, so who knows. But I got this from Tag Toy, and I think the other ones I reviewed were new, so Tag Toy in Singapore, yeah, they're doing a good job, it seems. Okay, now unfortunately the packaging for this brand, not the best. Using a paper sticker, clearly the thing shifted. I'm just glad it didn't fall off and start scratching everything in here. Alright, so you can flex this box out a little bit, and then hit the water, peel here. I think they should put this in a plastic bag and then tape it, so if it does break loose, there's less chance of the thing scratching the other parts. Alright, so the surfboard here is sky blue, this tampo printing. It's nice, green, white, more sky blue, a little stripe here. It's a little bit yellowed though. I don't know. Oh, I wonder if that's because of the... Yeah, so paper is abrasive even. This is not plastic coated. It's just, I think, yellow and clay or something. So literally the yellow, oh, you can see up there. Well, maybe you can't see it, but I can see it. See that discoloration? That's the yellow from the packaging rubbing onto this wood. So that's why I think this should be in a plastic bag, so the paper can't scratch it up and discolor it as well. There's probably a magnet in here, although there's no indication of it. Yep, there's a magnet. Oh, but this is not a good magnet. It's off to a side. It's so some moron put the magnet in backwards on one of these halves. That's why it's pushing it off to the side. If I do it this way, it's more centered because the polarity is matching the polarity of what's inside the car. But here it'll never be centered because the magnet. Alright, well, I guess it's off to one side. Yeah, it doesn't even look that bad off to one side. Yeah, alright. It's good. The way it's going to have to be. So unfortunately this is raw cardboard as well. There's probably going to be a bunch of yellow on this piece of cardboard and a bunch of yellow paint missing from the bottom of the car. These guys really need to do a better job. Yeah, see all that yellow? It's because all the vibration from shipping. It just, pleasantly, I mean, it's scratched up, but none of the wood is exposed, so it could have been worse. Alright, let me change the angle here. These photos are kind of distracting back there. We'll leave the surfboard off for now. Alright, so the roof of this, it is a wooden toy, so you can see, well, actually you can't really see the wood grain through here so much, nor here. Interesting. Or here. I guess they just put the paint on really thick. A lot of the other ones you can clearly see the wood grain and the end cutting and stuff, but this paint is very thick. I guess I like it. I'd rather have it thick, so if it gets scratched, you don't see any of the wood. But here you can see clearly, the chippings and stuff like that. And even the saw blade went a little bit further than it should have compared to that surface there. And then clearly the window cockpit there is a separate piece painted white. Oh, now I can see the wood grain right there. The rings of the tree. Okay. Yeah, so now we got these 18x9 tires. So the wheel diameter is 18 millimeters. The tire is 9 millimeters wide. Big domed, chromed hubcap center. And then this purple stripe is pretty neat, running all the way up to the front. And Surfman and this really funky old, like 1960s, 70s logo or some font style. Just a big white light bar across the front. At least it's done pretty nice. Maybe a little bit of paint problems there. Maybe not enough white or chipped off. And then here the purple looks good enough to me. It actually looks close to perfect. Alright. Yeah, some dents, you know. It is wood after all. These chamfers are interesting. Sadly, the saw blade just ripped a chunk of wood out of there. And then maybe this thing was dented or thrown around. So it'll, or maybe just sanded too much. It's just like, here it looks more like a square edge, right? But here is clearly a chunk missing. Maybe it chipped off a part. So yeah, that's too bad. Oh well. Okay. This side of the window though is sticking out a little bit more than it should, whereas this side is a little bit recessed more than it should. Close, but not perfect. Alrighty, what else? Down the back we have a cool little shark here. And then Surfman again, nice and big. Got a big air gap here because this is wood and it warped, you know. Yeah, so there's a big air gap on this whole side because it just warped, or maybe they didn't put enough glue down on that side before they put it together. So that's unfortunate. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's not worth trying to re-glue. I like how they chamfered this, you know, in two different planes. So there's literally 6 panels here making up the rear. And then they have these painted red well enough, I would say. And there's even another shallow chamfer back here. And then this one has a magnet in it. So if you bought one of their trailers, you could actually pull a trailer. And then you can see here, I think they may have used white primer. Sorry, I lost focus, but yeah. I don't think that's raw wood. It looks like it's white. Okay, and then this is meant for, I think, for their tow truck to tow it with a rubber band. And then this axle play is intentional. I think it allows it to roll better. This one's kind of tight though. So yeah, before I forget, it is a rolling toy. It's designed specifically for little kids to roll around and destroy. I think they're kind of too nice for that, or too expensive for that. Okay, well, it rolls really well because it's so heavy. It is solid wood after all, so very neat. Yeah, it's just unfortunate the magnet was put in backwards. You'd think they would have a process to not allow that to happen. It's so strange. Yeah, the factory that makes these, I don't think they're very professional. That's such a basic thing. I find it odd that would even happen. In particular is because I have 2 other wagons that don't have this problem. So here's the Woody Redo, or Redux. I don't know how I pronounce that. And so the magnets are put in the same direction, so they stack up on each other. It doesn't match this one. Oh. Yeah, so the surfboard magnet is correct. It's the magnet inside the car that was put in the wrong way. Okay, well, it's just off to the side. So you can see here, yeah, it's a different cutting. In this case, they chamfered the front end, or in this case, they double chamfered the rear end. Okay, but the coolest wagon is called the Surfin' Griffin, and it's weird. They don't actually write what the thing is on the product, right? It's just all you know is it's a CandyLab car. So it's unfortunate they take the effort to print this, but they wouldn't take the effort to write Surfin' Griffin. And this magnet again is on correctly, so it's offset on this. And in fact, look at that. So that's not so bad actually. Maybe if you bought one of their surfboard packs, you could just have 2 on here. So we have a longboard and then the more agile surfboard there. Interesting. So now the Surfin' Griffin, what makes this so cool is the 3-piece body. So chamfers, right, and it's sticking out. It basically looks like a Lincoln Continental if they made a convertible, a station wagon version of it. So yeah, look at all these details because it's just cool. The wood veneer though, it tends to peel up. See, it's all peeled up there, it's all gappy. So that's probably not the best idea. I hope they don't do that stuff in the future. I think it'd be better to print brown with paint to mimic wood than to use real wood. I also think it's a child safety hazard. Child's gonna chew on that and choke on it, right? So the Surfing Griffin, I'm gonna push all these against the monitor. Surfing Griffin's the longest one by far. This is the second longest, that's the shortest. Let's see height-wise what's going on. Surfing Griffin's the lowest, so it's the longest and lowest. It's like a sled, a wagon sled. Whereas this is the tallest and shortest. So the proportioning is, yeah, unique. Alright, well, I'm very happy to have this. It's not a total train wreck, which I've become accustomed to by this brand. This one, you know, it's got your typical nicks and dings being made of wood, but they happened at the factory. It wasn't the fault of the reseller. I believe this is a new product. It's just this is the quality level you can expect from this brand. So if you're looking for something pristine and perfect, just go to Play Forever. I have a bunch of videos on those. Those things are rolling plastic art. These are cool. And in a way, they are kind of art, right? They're designery, they're very basic but cool and give you an essence of real cars from the past. And the tampo printing there is really nice as well, and it's really just funky to see tires sticking outside of a unibody design. And now I'm not even bothered by the magnet of the surfboard, because I know they sell extra surfboard sets, and if this is literally the Surfman thing, it wouldn't look bad with 2 surfboards. So I'll get some out of the surfboards later. Alright, thanks for watching everyone. We'll see you the next time.